everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This one just about to kick off, and here's one man whose plan is simple. Break up some passes, make some big hits, and be an all-around headache for the guys on the other side of the ball. It's the Texans going up against the Lions. With that, let's send you indoors to Ford Field in Detroit as we welcome in our broadcasting team of Brandon Godin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage.
Hey, we got three down.
Drill right, 22.
Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, boys, we got four down.
180.
They go back to Riddick. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately, that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
It's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
This is taken at the 15. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Three down.
Stafford on first down. They'll throw right side here, complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterback, and they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans take possession. So out now come the Lions. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Set, lady!
Mike's 50.
Riddick with a carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
He's got time. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this on. And Detroit getting set to go now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. They're soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've got to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford surveying the field to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headshot on the sideline as a head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
Set, 180.
Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
50.
Kill. Turn it up.
On the ground, it's Rennan. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. John Simon in on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Easy.
Ship.
Here's Rennan. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Under crunch.
On second down, here's Stafford. He's got time in the pocket. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be inside the red zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. Coach used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 20. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and take the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the goal.
Funchess is free. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Double dog, that's the way. 52 fight, boys, 52.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Under 10.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Finding time. Trying to lay one up deep. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did. And batted it away.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the line.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
3 down.
Now Riddick fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Get him, boys.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back at Charles. You give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. 3
Zebra.
down. Slam. Slam.
Winning high.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Here's Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be 1st down Detroit.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
We're rolling. Lady.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw is Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs have a little bit of pass blocking. You got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his teim.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try to give it a little bit of help.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Set, Blue 80.
Here we go, 50.
On first down, it's Stafford. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tap if you will. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
There we go, D. That's
He was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. But at this stage,
Strong left, strong left.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
on first and 10, Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here and me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50.
Stafford on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all.
Now the ball comes loose. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Stafford here. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got time. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Right here, right here.
The throw on second down is Stafford. Out to the flat for Renner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Shift together here from the D-line. Stafford looks to throw again. And quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Theo Riddick with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. You go set. Watch 9.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Stafford. He's got time in the pocket. He hits Riddick underneath.
Good breakup, baby.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Set, lady.
Check.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Caught on the right side by Jones. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. Prescott. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. 7 yards to go on second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's Prescott. All kinds of time. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now Prescott finding time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touch. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
All day, baby, all day.
All right, so the challenge is let you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go.
Double tight, double tight. Hey. We got three.
Miller, the lone set down. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Single, single.
We
That's
remind
single
you that
slot,
coming
single
up
slot.
in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando,
Eyes
where
on
Larry
13.
Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now it's Osweiler. He's got Fuller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
319! 319!
From the gun on third down, Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jerry Hughes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Shane Lechler now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. See you next time. All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. Go earn your keep. Here's Sam Martin now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he's able to get it out of there. And taken at the 46. Touchdown, Titans. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.